Hey there! Would you like to get this free ebook, Stop Dieting, Start Living Light? It's super easy.
Just watch this video all the way to the end, tap the like button, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
Then click the link below and fill out a quick form, and you'll soon receive your free ebook directly in your email. By doing this, you're helping our community grow and share science-based wellness with more people. Thank you for being part of Health and Wellness for All.
Have you ever stopped to really look at your feet? Not just to clip your nails or change your shoes, but to actually observe what they're telling you. Most people never do, yet your feet are among the first parts of your body to reveal signs that something deeper might be wrong, especially when it comes to one of the body's most essential but overworked organs, your liver. It might sound surprising that your feet could reflect your liver's condition, but when you understand how interconnected every system of your body is, it begins to make perfect sense. The liver sits quietly under your ribcage, working 24 hours a day to filter toxins, regulate hormones, and balance blood chemistry. Every drop of blood that leaves your stomach and intestines passes through the liver before it travels to the rest of the body. So when your liver starts to struggle, the effects ripple outward and often reach all the way to your feet. Now, this doesn't mean your feet can diagnose liver disease. Only medical tests can do that. But your body has a beautiful way of sending warning signals long before things get serious. And if you know how to interpret those signals, especially the subtle ones that appear on your feet, you can take action early and support your liver naturally. So let's take a deep breath, slow down for a moment, and listen to what your feet might be saying about your liver. When you think of the liver, most people imagine detoxification, and that's correct. But detoxification is only a small part of the liver's immense workload. This organ also produces bile, which breaks down fats and helps your body absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. It stores energy in the form of glycogen, regulates blood sugar, synthesizes proteins that keep your blood from leaking through vessel walls, and metabolizes hormones, alcohol, and medications. When this system is running smoothly, you feel energized, your digestion works efficiently, and your skin glows. But when the liver becomes sluggish from too much sugar, alcohol, processed food, stress, or simply overuse, you might not notice it immediately in your abdomen. Instead, you'll notice it in your circulation, in your energy, and yes, in your feet. Let's start with one of the most common early indicators, changes in color or texture on your lower legs and feet. Take a look at your ankles and the tops of your feet under good lighting. Do you see small red or brown spots or slightly shiny patches that weren't there before? Those marks are often tiny blood vessels under stress. The reason this shows up first in your lower body is simple. The heart pumps blood downward with pressure, but it relies on healthy veins and healthy liver-produced proteins to bring it back up. When the liver can't manage proteins like albumin efficiently, the blood becomes slightly thicker and circulation slows. The smallest capillaries begin to leak a bit, leaving behind those little red or brown dots. While that alone doesn't mean you have liver disease, it's a clue that your circulation and filtration system are under pressure. Another related sign is swelling. If your shoes feel tighter than usual at the end of the day, or if pressing your finger into your shin leaves a small dent that stays for a few seconds, that's what's called pitting edema. This occurs when fluid escapes from your veins into the surrounding tissue. The liver normally produces certain proteins that keep fluid inside your blood vessels. When production slows, fluid starts to pool, and gravity makes your feet and ankles the first place to show it. Of course, other issues can cause swelling too, like heart or kidney problems, or even standing for long hours. But when the swelling becomes regular, painless, and slightly squishy, it's worth paying attention. It might be your liver gently saying, "I'm overloaded." Now, move your focus to your heels. If your heels are cracked, rough, or extremely dry, especially if this happens despite using moisturizers, that may also reflect liver sluggishness. Why? Because when bile production decreases, the body can't absorb fats or fat-soluble vitamins as effectively. Vitamins A and E are essential for soft, resilient skin. Without them, skin loses elasticity, and the first areas to suffer are the ones that experience pressure and friction. like your heels. Dry, cracked heels can also point to deficiencies in omega-3 fatty acids, which depend on proper bioflow for absorption. You can apply creams or pumice stones to manage the surface, but if the liver isn't breaking down fats properly, the dryness will keep coming back. Now let's talk about something people rarely connect to the liver: itching and burning sensations in the feet. Some people describe this as, "My feet feel like they're on fire," or "they just won't stop itching, especially at night." That sensation may be linked to bile salts and histamines accumulating in the bloodstream when the liver is congested. These substances can irritate nerve endings, creating that maddening itch or warmth under the skin. It's especially noticeable at night because that's when bile production peaks. If your liver is sluggish, those compounds may circulate longer than they should. Again, this doesn't confirm liver disease, but it's one of those subtle connections between internal chemistry and what you feel externally. Now let's talk about something people rarely connect to the liver: spider veins and varicose veins. In some cases, this happens because of hormonal imbalance. The liver helps break down excess estrogen, and when it struggles to do so, estrogen levels rise, weakening blood vessel walls. The result is fragile capillaries that show up as spider veins or varicose veins. Now let's look at the nails, because your toenails can reveal a lot about circulation and detoxification. Healthy nails are slightly pink, firm, and grow evenly. But when your liver isn't functioning at its best, your nail beds can lose color, becoming pale or whitish. That happens because of reduced oxygenation and slower red blood cell turnover. In some cases, nails might develop ridges, or you might notice fungal infections that keep returning. Fungus thrives when the body's detox system is overloaded and the microbial balance in your gut, which is closely connected to liver health, is disrupted. When your liver struggles to filter toxins, yeast and fungus can grow more freely on the skin and nails. Dandruff, psoriasis, or toenail fungus often share the same root cause: an overwhelmed liver-gut axis. Even something as simple as foot odor can tell a story. When your liver and kidneys can't process waste efficiently, your body looks for alternate ways to eliminate toxins, and one of those ways is through sweat. That's why some people with liver congestion develop strong body odor or especially smelly feet. It's not just hygiene, it's chemistry. If this sounds familiar, take it as an invitation to look at your diet. Processed foods, refined oils, and sugar all increase metabolic waste, forcing your liver to work harder. When you replace those with cleaner foods, leafy greens, colorful vegetables, fiber, and adequate hydration, that odor often disappears naturally because your liver finally gets to breathe again. Pain and inflammation in the feet are another overlooked connection. When the liver is overloaded, inflammation markers like cytokines stay in the bloodstream longer. This low-grade inflammation can settle in joints, tendons, and connective tissue. The feet, being the farthest from the heart and constantly under pressure, often feel it first. Some people think it's plantar fasciitis or aging, but sometimes it's systemic inflammation starting from the liver. Now, you might be asking, why would all of this show up in the feet instead of somewhere closer to the liver? The answer lies in circulation. The feet are the farthest point from the heart, meaning blood must travel the longest distance to reach them and return. If the blood is thicker or if waste products are elevated, the microcirculation there becomes sluggish. The body's natural detox routes, the skin, kidneys, and lymphatic system, start to share the burden. That's why the feet, which are rich in sweat glands and nerve endings, often become the first messengers of internal imbalance. Think of your liver as a hard-working factory. When everything runs smoothly, waste leaves the building and fresh materials come in. But if production slows, maybe the workers are tired or the conveyor belt is jammed, waste starts to pile up. That backlog doesn't stay in one corner. It spreads everywhere. Your blood becomes the transport system for those leftover compounds, and your skin, especially on the feet, becomes one of the overflow exits. So what actually causes the liver to struggle? The short answer, modern life. The long answer involves many small habits that slowly wear it down. Too much sugar, especially high fructose corn syrup, gets converted into fat inside liver cells, leading to fatty liver. Alcohol, even in moderate amounts, causes oxidative stress that inflames those same cells. Processed foods are loaded with preservatives, dyes, and oxidized oils, all of which must be filtered. Over time, the liver becomes a full-time cleaning crew with no rest. Certain medications also add to the workload, especially painkillers, cholesterol drugs, and over-the-counter anti-inflammatories. They're helpful when used properly, but hard on the liver when taken too often. Sleep deprivation compounds the problem. The liver performs most of its repair between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. So if you're scrolling through your phone at midnight, you're stealing time from one of your most vital organs. Emotional stress is another hidden trigger. Chronic stress raises cortisol and adrenaline, which change how your body metabolizes fat and sugar. High stress also constricts blood vessels, reducing bile flow. When bile can't move freely, digestion suffers, toxins recycle, and the cycle of fatigue and inflammation deepens. But here's the encouraging part. The liver is incredibly resilient. It can regenerate new cells and repair damage faster than almost any other organ, if you give it the right environment. Supporting your liver doesn't require expensive cleanses or harsh detox plans. It's about gentle, consistent choices that lighten its daily load. Start by prioritizing whole, unprocessed food. Fresh vegetables, especially cruciferous ones, like broccoli, cabbage, and kale, contain natural compounds that activate liver enzymes responsible for neutralizing toxins. Add in garlic, onions, and lemon. They all help stimulate bile flow. Drink enough water, since dehydration thickens bile and slows detoxification. Include healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish. These support cell membranes and reduce inflammation. Limit sugar and alcohol as much as possible. Even a single week of cutting refined sugar can make a noticeable difference in energy and digestion. Don't forget sleep. Quality rest is free medicine. If possible, go to bed earlier and aim for 7 to 8 hours per night. Gentle exercise, like walking, stretching, or yoga, improves circulation and helps move lymphatic fluid, keeping your feet lighter and less swollen. And finally, address stress. Deep breathing, gratitude journaling, meditation, or even quiet time outdoors can lower cortisol levels. A calm nervous system signals to your liver that it's safe to focus on repair instead of constant survival. If you experience persistent swelling, fatigue, dark urine, yellowing of the skin or eyes, or unexplained weight loss, it's time to see your doctor. Modern medicine offers excellent tools to detect early signs of liver trouble through blood tests and imaging. Catching it early is the key to full recovery. By now, you can probably see how your feet are like a mirror of your internal health. Every change in color, temperature, or texture tells part of your body's story. When your liver is healthy, circulation flows easily. Nutrients reach every cell, and your feet stay warm, pink, and comfortable. When your liver is overwhelmed, you might notice dullness, dryness, puffiness, or fatigue that even shows up when you stand. Understanding this connection doesn't mean living in fear of every symptom. It means embracing awareness. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It doesn't wait until you're sick to communicate. It whispers first through subtle physical cues. The more you listen, the better you can respond. So, the next time you take off your shoes at night, take a good look at your feet. Notice the texture, the color, the warmth. Are they sending you any messages? Maybe they're asking for more rest, cleaner food, or better hydration. Maybe they're thanking you for taking care of yourself. Your feet and your liver share a quiet partnership, one that reflects the flow of life itself. Every step you take depends on healthy circulation, and every drop of blood in that circulation depends on your liver's ability to filter and renew. When one thrives, the other does too. So next time your feet feel swollen or tired, don't just blame your shoes or the weather. Listen to what your body is trying to say. It might be whispering, "Slow down, support your liver. I need your care." Thank you for spending this time learning about your body and how it communicates with you. If this message helped you see your health differently, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more educational wellness videos that empower you to understand your body from the inside out. Take care of yourself, take care of your liver, and take care of those amazing feet that carry you through life. Because when your liver is healthy, every step feels lighter.
Hi. Before you go, don't forget to grab your free ebook packed with simple, science-based wellness tips that really work. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and click the link below. Stay healthy. See you soon.